Berlin, March 1943. Admiral Wilhelm Canaris, the head of the Abwehr, German military intelligence, unfolded a secret report detailing the staggering production capabilities of an American factory named Willow Run. Canaris, a seasoned intelligence officer who trusted information over ideology, was deeply alarmed by the report's claims. A factory financed by Henry Ford and designed to mass-produce the B-24 Liberator four-engine bomber was projected to produce one plane every hour. To his staff, the claim sounded like outlandish Allied propaganda, but Canaris recognized it as simple, devastating arithmetic. He realized a new kind of war was emerging, one where the decisive weapon was industrial capacity and efficiency. Canaris's agents, operating through neutral nations like Sweden, Switzerland, and Spain, provided consistent data. The Ford Motor Company, using its pioneering assembly line philosophy, was applying automotive precision and speed to aircraft manufacturing. Instead of building bombers one at a time, Ford broke the complex task into thousands of small, repeatable steps, training a massive, diverse workforce for singular tasks, industry distilled to repetition, precision, and scale. The factory itself, designed by Albert Kahn, covered over 67 acres under one roof in Michigan, becoming the largest manufacturing building on Earth. It was ingenuity to the Allies. To Canaris, it was impending doom for the Reich. He marked his findings urgent and sent them to Berlin, warning that if Willow Run reached full capacity, it could overwhelm the Luftwaffe in less than a year. However, his logical warning met with scorn and outright dismissal from the Nazi high command. Hermann Göring, head of the Luftwaffe, waved the papers away, sneering that Americans make refrigerators and razor blades, but not bombers. The report was greeted with theatrical laughter and immediately buried. The regime, steeped in the delusion of its own racial and ideological superiority, viewed war as a matter of will and blood, dismissing factories, logistics, and manpower as secondary. To question the certainty of German victory was considered treason and defeatism. Even Minister of Armaments Albert Speer later admitted that if Canaris's numbers were even half true, Germany was doomed the moment Willow Run switched on, but no one dared tell Hitler the truth. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the arsenal of democracy was becoming a reality. By mid-1944, 42,000 workers, including thousands of women, Rosie the Riveters, and African Americans who had migrated north, filled the plant. The assembly line, famous for curving 90 degrees mid-production to avoid taxes in a neighboring county, pulsed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As Canaris had predicted, by mid-1944, a finished B-24 Liberator was rolling out of the hangar every 63 minutes, a pace German factories needed weeks to match. The skies above Europe changed color as the endless formations of these four-engine bombers, rising from England and Italy, signaled the inevitable shift in the war's balance. Operation Big Week in February 1944 provided stark proof, as thousands of bombers, many from Willow Run, struck at the heart of German industry, shattering aircraft assembly and synthetic fuel plants. The Luftwaffe's staggering losses in planes and irreplaceable pilots in just a week could not be overcome. Germany was running out of both materials and time. The Reich was defeated not by superior tactics in the field, but by arithmetic, by the simple inability of their industry to match America's capacity. Canaris had seen the truth too early. After the failed July 20th plot against Hitler, his growing opposition to the regime was exposed. He was arrested, tried in secret, and executed by strangulation at Flossenburg concentration camp in April 1945, weeks before Germany's surrender. By the war's end, the Allies had produced 300,000 aircraft. Germany, scarcely a third of that. Willow Run alone built nearly 7,000 Liberators. The war that began with ideology had ended in mathematics, a testament that freedom's chaos could ultimately outbuild tyranny's rigid order. The legacy of Willow Run proved that the refusal to believe in facts, the fatal arrogance of the German command, was the final weapon that doomed the